Welcome to BN University, the place where determination meets passion. Hello eBirds and welcome to another video here at BN University. It is natural for people to want to be perceived as knowledgeable and well-educated. However, there are certain characteristics that may be associated with a lack of education. In this list, we will explore 15 common traits of poorly educated individuals and provide tips on how to avoid exhibiting these behaviors. This information can be useful for self-improvement and avoiding the perception of being poorly educated. Number 1. Being overly critical and judgmental. It can be frustrating to encounter individuals who are constantly evaluating and criticizing others without offering any constructive feedback. They may have extremely high standards and expects others to meet them. However, it is important to note that people who are overly judgmental and critical of others may be guilty of similar behavior themselves. It may be beneficial to keep a distance from such individuals. Being overly judgmental is considered as a negative personality trait, and it is not a sign of being a well-educated person. It is better to practice being more understanding, empathetic, and constructive in our criticism, which will lead to better relationships and positive outcomes. Number 2. Speaking impulsively without thinking. Poorly educated individuals tend to make the mistake of speaking without considering the potential consequences of their words. In contrast, people who are well educated understand the importance of reflecting and evaluating their thoughts before speaking. It's important to consider the appropriateness of the comment in the current context and the effect it may have on the listener. Being mindful in this way demonstrates emotional intelligence and a commitment to active and thoughtful thinking, which can lead to personal growth and increased intelligence over time. Number 3. They expect different results from doing the same thing. This habit is characterized by an individual continuing to engage in the same actions or strategies, even though they have consistently led to negative or undesirable outcomes. This is often referred to as the definition of insanity, because it is a futile and unproductive approach to problem solving. In order to achieve different results, an individual must be willing to try new approaches and be open to change. This habit can prevent an individual from growing and learning from their experiences. Number 4. They're self-centered. This trait is characterized by being inconsiderate of others and having a lack of regard for the feelings of others. Self-centered individuals tend to think that everything should revolve around them and may be inclined to make conversations about themselves. They may also be prone to exaggerating their own experiences or accomplishments in order to be the center of attention. This trait can make it difficult for them to build and maintain healthy relationships, as they are often seen as self-absorbed or narcissistic. Number 5. They're easily influenced by others. A common red flag of poorly educated individuals. They are easily swayed by the words and actions of other people. While it is normal to be influenced by others to some extent, it becomes a problem when a person cannot make important decisions without the input of others, or when they base their entire life on what others think. People who are easily influenced by others may have a constant need to please others, are worried about upsetting others, and find it difficult to say no or make their own decisions. It's important to be self-aware of how much one is influenced by others and how it affects their lifestyle and decisions. Number 6. They lack curiosity and have no desire to learn new things. Smart people have a natural inclination to seek out new information and knowledge, regardless of whether it pertains to their field of expertise or not. They have a constant desire to learn and grow. On the other hand, poorly educated individuals tend to be content with the knowledge they currently possess and view new information as a nuisance, rather than an opportunity for growth and development. They lack the drive and curiosity to expand their knowledge and skills. Number 7. They lack self-awareness. Poorly educated individuals often struggle with understanding their own emotions, habits, and how they impact their daily life. They fail to see how their feelings and decisions can affect their overall well-being and growth as a person. Self-awareness is crucial for personal development, but some poorly educated individuals may not take the time to reflect on who they are, their strengths and weaknesses, and how they can improve themselves. Instead, they may choose to ignore their issues and hope they go away, which can ultimately negatively impact their life and relationships. To improve oneself, it is important to be self-aware and actively work on understanding and improving oneself. Number 8. They lack self-awareness of their knowledge gaps. It can be difficult to admit when you don't know something, but being aware of your own ignorance is the first step to gaining knowledge. Poorly educated individuals may have trouble acknowledging when they don't know something, which can hinder their ability to learn and grow. This lack of self-awareness can make them less desirable to employers and organizations that value employees who are willing to learn and improve. Number 9. They don't learn from their mistakes. Making mistakes is a natural part of life, and a way for us to learn and grow. But when someone repeatedly makes the same mistake without taking the time to understand and learn from it, it can be a sign of a lack of education. Poorly educated individuals may have a tendency to not reflect on their mistakes and take responsibility for them, instead of using them as opportunities for growth and improvement. Without understanding the root cause of a mistake, it is likely that the same mistake will be made again. Number 10. They make no effort to be better. This is without a doubt one of the easiest ways to identify a poorly educated person. They make no effort to improve themselves, whether it be in their profession or as a person. This lack of effort is often unconscious and stems from being too comfortable in their current situation. They may think, why should I put in more work when my current efforts are good enough? But the truth is, good enough is not enough. By not putting in the effort to improve, they limit their potential and may never achieve their goals. This lack of effort may also stem from not knowing what they truly want in life. Instead of remaining idle, they can start by reigniting their childhood passions, or putting more effort into things they find slightly interesting. Number 11. They have poor listening skills. People who are poorly educated may have a tendency to talk more than they listen. They may dominate conversations and not allow others to speak or share their thoughts. This can be frustrating for those around them, and can make it difficult to establish and maintain relationships. Effective listening is an important skill that allows individuals to understand and empathize with others, and is a key component of healthy communication. Number 12. They have low self-esteem and doubt their abilities. Poorly educated individuals may believe that they are not intelligent or capable, which affects their self-esteem and confidence. This can cause them to underestimate their abilities and not take risks or try new things. These negative beliefs can also affect their relationships and job opportunities, as others may perceive them as lacking in skills and potential. However, it's important to note that with effort and self-awareness, individuals can work on improving their self-esteem and recognizing their strengths and capabilities. Number 13. They lack empathy. A poorly educated individual may struggle to understand or relate to the emotions and feelings of others. They may be insensitive to the needs and feelings of others, and may not respond appropriately to others' emotions. This lack of empathy can result in difficulty in building and maintaining healthy relationships, as well as a lack of understanding of the impact of their actions on others. Additionally, it can result in a lack of emotional intelligence, which is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotions and the emotions of others. Number 14. They blame others for their challenges. This habit is characterized by an individual placing the blame for their challenges or mistakes on others, rather than taking responsibility for their own actions. This can manifest in various ways, such as blaming others for their mistakes or shortcomings, or placing blame on external factors like fate or circumstance. This habit can prevent an individual from recognizing and addressing their own mistakes, and can create negative patterns of behavior and thinking. Number 15. The lack of forming personal opinions. It can be frustrating to observe someone who blindly accepts the views of others without evaluating them for themselves. Personal opinions should reflect an individual's core values and beliefs, and when they adopt the views of others without careful examination, they may lose touch with their own identity and have their life decisions influenced by those views. Developing personal opinions can aid in self-discovery and self-awareness. However, when individuals with limited education allow others' opinions, assumptions, and unverified information to influence and control their lives, it can hinder their ability to understand themselves, resulting in a lack of self-awareness. This can be a concerning issue. Number 15. The lack of forming personal opinions. It can be frustrating to observe someone who blindly accepts the views of others without evaluating them for themselves. Personal opinions should reflect an individual's core values and beliefs, and when they adopt the views of others without careful examination, they may lose touch with their own identity and have their life decisions influenced by those views. Developing personal opinions can aid in self-discovery and self-awareness. However, when individuals with limited education allow others' opinions, assumptions, and unverified information to influence and control their lives, it can hinder their ability to understand themselves, resulting in a lack of self-awareness. This can be a concerning issue. Number 16. They look down on others. This habit is characterized by the belief that one's own status or position is superior to others, and as a result, they may act with disrespect or condescension towards others. This behavior can manifest in various ways, such as belittling or disregarding the opinions of others, or being dismissive of people in lower positions, or with less power or status. This behavior is not only hurtful to the people targeted, but it also prevents the individual from learning from others and valuing the contributions of those around them. It is important for individuals to recognize and challenge this habit in order to build more inclusive and respectful relationships with others. If you've watched this video up to this point, we really have to congratulate you because we know it's been a long one. And thank you for spending some time with us, eBirds. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also hand-picked these videos which we recommend you watch next. Thank you for being an eBirds and for being a loyal eBirds. And before we end the video, we would invite you to take our online course, as it is one of the best ways to learn skills that can actually make you rich. See you tomorrow.